This is just a short video about a trip that we've got coming up in a few weeks. The missus and I are going to head out to Uluru Ayers Rock on the Road King. It's too big a trip for the shovel, I reckon, so we'll leave that at home. Just chasing advice from anybody that's already been out there on a bike or travelled out there recently. My first question to you is, what do you think about emergency beacons or GPSs or any sort of stuff? In case you have a bad accident or something similar like that. My personal opinion from the research is we won't be that remote. We don't need anything like that. There's always cars coming past and whatnot, always on the bitumen. And the new iPhone I've got has the satellite emergency function on it. So if it really goes pear-shaped, I can just use that. The other one I was worried about was fuel. Ever since I've owned the Road King with the new M8 motor in it, I've always put premium in it, 98, and I'm assuming there won't be 98 the whole way. The dealer on the Gold Coast here told me the other day it's fine, you can run it on just normal unleaded, for a tank if I have to, and then just return to premium when I get the next chance. So what are your thoughts on that? I read stuff on the internet, saying motors blow up and all sorts of stuff. I don't know how true that is. So we're basically going to leave the Gold Coast, head north up to Mount Isa, cross into the Northern Territory, down to Alice Springs, down to Uluru, and then Port Augusta, I think it is, and back up Broken Hill, and then back up to Queensland again. And on the news lately, there's talking about heaps of dramas in Alice Springs. So I don't know if any of you have travelled to Alice Springs recently. What are your concerns on safety for yourself and also the bike? That's my main concern, just leaving the bike out overnight, because if it's vandalised or stolen, it's insured, so who cares? But that's the end of the trip essentially, so that'd be rubbish. So I'm interested to hear what your thoughts are. Is it just a big media hype, or is Alice Springs actually a dangerous place? Also, I'll put a map up, and in the comments I'll put where we're going, where we're sort of staying. If there's any must-dos or sees that you can think of, we won't have a lot of time. We're going to do about 8,000 Ks in 21 days. But if there's anything that you can recommend, chuck it in the comments below, let us know so we can make sure we have a look at it or do it. And the weather, I've just seen recently on social media, it's pouring at Uluru. There was rain at Alice Springs not long ago, so I'm just curious, at the end of April, beginning of May, what's your experience for weather? Do you think it's a hectic time to travel on a bike, or we should get nice clear riding? I don't mind riding in the rain as part of bike riding, but I certainly don't want torrential rain for 3 weeks straight. Anyway, that's about it. I just want to get those questions out there, and anything you can recommend or suggest, and it'd be good. What do you reckon, mate? Yeah. Right, see ya. One last thing I forgot to mention was, what do you think about wearing a new helmet on a trip? Ever since I've been riding bikes, I've always worn open face helmets. Got this Old Faithful I've been wearing for years. I'm well aware that opinions are divided on wearing open face helmets. For me, it's more comfortable, the ride's more enjoyable, and I just think your vision when you're doing your head checks is way better and safer than a full face helmet. Obviously, if you crash, full face helmet's good. I just picked this one up recently just for the trip, so I worn it around town for like 10 minutes. It doesn't give me a headache or anything. It feels good, but I just can't believe how much my vision's restricted, as I said, when I'm doing those head checks. So yeah, what are your thoughts? Brand new helmets, full face, safer, big trip, or stick to what you know and what you're comfortable with? Both good helmets, I suppose, but one's just a bit safer than the other if you crash. What are your thoughts?
hope you enjoyed our video. If you did, please subscribe and give us a big thumbs up. We'll catch you next time on East Coast Trippers.